My mother-in-law watches my 6-year-old son after school. I trusted her. I thought she was teaching him good things. Then I came home early and heard her through the door, teaching him curse words, laughing. Then I heard her say, "Your mom is so stupid. She doesn't know anything." I didn't confront her. I didn't scream. I pulled out my phone and pressed record. The next day, at my sister's birthday dinner, she called me. Her voice played out loud for the whole restaurant to hear. Now she's begging me to delete it. I said one thing. She'll never call me stupid again. What would you have done if you heard your MIL talking about you like that to your child? Comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. My mother-in-law, Patricia, watches my 6-year-old son Leo after school. Every single day, 3 hours, from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. I work full-time as a nurse at the county hospital. 12-hour shifts, sometimes 16. I don't have a choice. James, my husband, works in construction. He leaves at 5 a.m. and doesn't get home until 7 p.m. Patricia is retired. She's lonely. She loves Leo. She says he's the only thing that makes her life worth living. She says he's the reason she gets up in the morning. She says he's the best thing that ever happened to her. I thought she was grateful. I thought she was happy. I thought she was a good influence. I thought she was teaching him kindness. I thought she was showing him how to be a good person. I thought she was building him up, making him confident, helping him grow. I thought she was the perfect grandmother. I thought wrong. I was so wrong. I was so blind. I was so stupid. But not anymore. Not after what I heard. Not after what I recorded. I want to tell you how I met James. It's important. Because it explains why I trusted Patricia. It explains why I gave her so much access to my son. It explains why I believed her when she said she loved me. I met James 11 years ago. I was 21. He was 23. I was in nursing school, working part-time at a diner to pay for tuition. He came in every Tuesday night. He always sat at the same table. He always ordered the same thing: a cheeseburger, no onions, extra pickles, and a chocolate milkshake. He was quiet. He was shy. He never looked at me. He always looked at his phone. But then one night, someone tried to steal his wallet. I saw it happen. I grabbed the guy's hand. I said, "Not in my diner." The guy ran away. James looked up at me. He smiled. It was the most beautiful smile I'd ever seen. He said, "You're my hero." He asked me out. I said yes. We were together for 2 years before he proposed. He told me about his mother, Patricia, on our third date. He said, "She's a strong woman. She's a fighter. She raised me alone. My dad left when I was 7. He just walked out one day and never came back. My mom never remarried. She never dated. She just worked and worked and worked. She put me through college. She paid for my first car. She gave me everything she had. She sacrificed everything for me. She's the reason I am who I am." I was moved. I was impressed. I was in awe. I thought I was marrying into a family of survivors. I thought Patricia was a hero. I thought she was someone I could learn from, someone I could look up to. When I met Patricia for the first time, she was cold. She was distant. She shook my hand like I was a business associate. She said, "Nice to meet you." Nothing more. She didn't ask me about my family. She didn't ask me about my job. She didn't ask me about my dreams. She just looked at me like I was an intruder, like I was a threat, like I was stealing her son. I told myself she was just nervous. I told myself she was just protective. I told myself she would warm up to me. She never warmed up to me. She tolerated me. She accepted me. But she never loved me. She never accepted me. She never saw me as family. She saw me as an obstacle. She saw me as competition. She saw me as someone who was taking her son away from her. I invited her to dinner every Sunday. She'd come. She'd eat. She'd leave. She'd never help with dishes. She'd never ask about my day. She'd never say thank you. She'd just sit there, eat, and leave. She never brought dessert. She never brought flowers. She never brought anything. She just showed up, ate, and left. Like it was her right. Like she was doing me a favor. I cooked. I cleaned. I entertained. She judged. She criticized. She complained. But I never said anything. I just smiled and nodded and kept trying. Because she was James's mother. Because she was family. Because that's what you do for family. When I got pregnant with Leo, Patricia was overjoyed. She cried. She hugged me. She said, "I'm going to be a grandmother. Finally, I'm going to be a grandmother." I thought this would change things. I thought this would bring us closer. I thought this would make her love me. I thought this would make her accept me. I thought she would finally see me as family. She didn't. She just saw Leo as her do-over, her second chance, her opportunity to raise a child the way she wanted, her opportunity to make a new James, her opportunity to have a son who would never leave her. Leo was born. Patricia was in the delivery room. I didn't want her there, but she insisted. She said she needed to be there. She said she was his grandmother. She said she had rights. James said, "Let her stay. It'll make her happy. It'll make her feel included." So she stayed. She watched me give birth. She watched me scream. She watched me cry. And when Leo was finally born, when they put him on my chest, she said, "He has James's nose. Thank God." Not, "He's beautiful." Not, "I love him." Not, "Congratulations." Just, "He has James's nose. Thank God." When I brought Leo home from the hospital, Patricia was at my house. She was holding my baby. She was feeding him. She was changing his diapers. She was doing everything. I wanted to do it myself. I was the mother. I wanted to bond with my son. But Patricia said, "You need rest. You need to heal. Let me help. Let me do it. I know how. I raised James alone. I know what I'm doing. You don't know anything. You're a first-time mother. You need help. You need guidance. You need me." So I let her. I let her help. I let her feed my son. I let her change his diapers. I let her rock him to sleep. I let her take over. Because I wanted her to love me. Because I wanted her to accept me. Because I wanted her to see me as family. She never did. The first sign that something was wrong was when Leo started talking. He was 2. He'd say, "Mommy," and "Daddy," and "No." But he started saying things that didn't make sense. He'd say, "Bye-bye" to me when I came home. He'd say no when I tried to kiss him. He'd push me away. He'd cry for Patricia. He'd run to Patricia when she walked in the door. He'd ignore me. He'd pretend I wasn't there. I was just a nurse to him. Someone who took care of him when Patricia wasn't around. Someone who didn't matter. The second sign was when Leo started calling me by my first name. He was 4. He'd say, "Rachel," instead of "Mommy." He'd say, "Rachel, can I have a snack?" He'd say, "Rachel, can you read me a story?" I'd correct him. "I'm Mommy, sweetie. I'm your mommy." He'd say, "No, you're Rachel. Grandma says your name is Rachel." I'd say, "Grandma is wrong. I'm your mother. I'm your mommy." He'd say, "No, Grandma says you're just Rachel." I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to fix it. I thought it was just a phase. I thought he'd grow out of it. I was wrong. The third sign was when Leo started acting out. He'd throw tantrums. He'd hit me. He'd kick me. He'd say, "I hate you." He'd say, "I wish Grandma was my mommy." He'd say, "Grandma is nicer than you. Grandma is better than you. Grandma loves me more than you. Grandma gives me everything I want. You give me nothing. You don't love me? You're a bad mommy." I was heartbroken. I was devastated. I didn't know what was happening. I thought I was failing as a mother. I thought I was doing something wrong. I thought I was a bad mom. I cried to James. I told him everything. He said, "Leo is just a kid, Rachel. Kids go through phases. He'll grow out of it. He'll love you again. He'll understand. Just give it time. Just be patient. He said, "My mother is just trying to help. She's just trying to give Leo the love she didn't get as a child. She's just trying to be a good grandmother. She doesn't mean any harm. She loves you. She really does." He believed it. He really believed it. He didn't see what was happening. He didn't want to see. He was blind. He was in denial. He didn't want to believe his mother was capable of such cruelty. I started staying later at work. I started picking up extra shifts. I started avoiding coming home. I started avoiding Patricia. I started avoiding Leo. I didn't want to hear the criticism. I didn't want to see the rejection. I didn't want to feel the pain. I wanted to disappear. I wanted to run away. I wanted to leave James. I wanted to leave everything. But I stayed. Because I loved my son. Because I loved my husband. Because I believed things could change. Because I believed Patricia could change. Then I came home early. It was a Thursday in March. It was raining. It was cold. I'd finished my shift at 3 p.m. instead of 6 because my patient was discharged early. A little girl named Sophie. She had leukemia. She'd been in the hospital for 6 months. She was going home. She was going to have a bone marrow transplant. She was going to live. Her mother was crying. Her father was crying. I was crying. They hugged me. They thanked me. They told me I was an angel. They told me I was a hero. They told me I was saving lives. I left the hospital feeling good. I left the hospital feeling proud. I left the hospital feeling like I was doing something important. I drove home with the windows down. The rain was cold, but I didn't care. I felt alive. I felt powerful. I felt like a good person. I just wanted to see my son. I wanted to hug him. I wanted to tell him I loved him. I wanted to hold him and never let go. I walked through the front door. The house was quiet. Too quiet. I walked toward the living room. I heard Patricia's voice. She was laughing. A mean laugh. A cruel laugh. The laugh of someone who thinks they're superior. The laugh of someone who thinks they're untouchable. I heard Leo laughing too. It was a different laugh. Meaner. Crueler. Like he was laughing at someone. Like he was laughing at me. I stopped in the hallway. I listened. I couldn't see them, but I could hear them. Every word. Every laugh. Every insult. Every terrible thing she was teaching him. "Say it again," Patricia said. Her voice was sweet and coaxing, like she was offering him candy. Like she was teaching him something wonderful. "Say stupid mom." "Stupid mom," Leo said. He was giggling. He was proud. He was happy. He was enjoying himself. "Stupid mommy." "Good boy," Patricia said. "Now say, 'My mom is so dumb.'" "My mom is so dumb," Leo repeated. "She doesn't know anything." "That's right," Patricia said. "Your mom is so dumb. She doesn't know how to cook. She doesn't know how to do laundry. She doesn't know how to take care of you. Grandma knows better. Grandma will teach you everything. Grandma will make you smart. Grandma will make you strong. Your mom is just a nurse. She wipes people's butts all day. She's nobody. She's nothing. She doesn't matter. She's just a placeholder until you grow up and leave her." They laughed. They both laughed. They laughed at me. They laughed together. They were a team. They were against me. They were making fun of me. They were destroying me. I stood there. I listened. I heard everything. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. I just stood there, frozen, listening to my son laugh at me. My son. My beautiful son. The child I'd carried in my body for 9 months. The child I'd breastfed. The child I'd stayed up all night with. The child I'd loved with every ounce of my being. He was laughing at me. He was learning to hate me. He was becoming Patricia's puppet. I didn't walk in. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I pulled out my phone. I opened the voice recorder. I pressed record. I held it up to the wall. My hand was shaking, but I held it steady. I recorded everything. Every word. Every laugh. Every insult. Every terrible thing she said. I recorded it all. I needed evidence. I needed proof. I needed to show James. I needed to show everyone. I needed to show Leo. I needed to show Patricia what she really sounded like. I needed to show her what she really was. Patricia's voice was clear. Say, Mommy is so stupid she can't even read. Mommy is so stupid she can't even read, Leo repeated. He was so proud. He was so happy. He was so cruel. Good boy, Patricia said. You're such a smart boy. You're just like your grandma. You're not like your dumb mom. You're like me. You have my brains. You have my strength. You're going to be somebody, Leo. You're going to be a doctor. You're going to be a lawyer. You're going to be someone important. Not like your mom. She's just a nurse. She just wipes people's butts all day. She's nobody. She's nothing. You're going to be somebody. You're going to make Grandma proud. You're going to make Grandma happy. You're going to make Grandma forget all the pain she had. You're going to be the son I never had. She laughed. He laughed with her. It was the worst sound I'd ever heard. My son laughing at me. My son thinking I was nothing. My son turning into a mini version of his grandmother. My son being stolen from me, word by word, laugh by laugh, day by day. I recorded everything, every word, every laugh, every insult, every terrible thing she said. I recorded it all. Then I put my phone away. I took a deep breath. I counted to 10. I counted to 20. I counted to 50. I walked into the living room. I smiled. Hi, Leo, I said. Hi, Patricia? Patricia's face went white. Her eyes widened. Her mouth opened and closed like a fish. She dropped the book she was holding. She couldn't speak. She couldn't move. She couldn't breathe. She looked terrified. She looked guilty. She looked like she'd been caught committing a crime. Rachel, she said. Her voice was shaky. You're home early. I am, I said. I walked over to Leo. I knelt down. I hugged him. He didn't hug me back. He just stood there, frozen, like he didn't know what to do, like he was waiting for permission. Leo, I said. Did you have a good day? He looked at Patricia. Patricia nodded at him. It was okay, he said. Grandma taught me new words. Did she? I said. What words did she teach you? Leo looked at Patricia again. Patricia's face was red. She was sweating. Her hands were shaking. She looked like she was about to cry. She looked like she was about to faint. Leo, I said. You can tell me. Mommy won't be mad. Mommy loves you. Mommy will always love you. No matter what. You can tell me anything. You can tell me everything. Stupid mom, he said. And dumb. And... Leo, Patricia shouted. That's enough. Go to your room. Right now. Leo ran away. He disappeared into his bedroom and closed the door. I heard him crying. I heard him say, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I heard him say, why is everyone yelling? Why is everyone mad? I just did what Grandma said. I just did what Grandma told me. It broke my heart. It broke my heart into a million pieces. My son was confused. My son was scared. My son was being punished for something he didn't understand. He was just a child. He was just a victim. He was being manipulated by the one person who was supposed to protect him. I turned to Patricia. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I didn't raise my voice. I was calm. I was cold. I was a stranger to myself. A cold, hard, bitter stranger. I heard everything, I said. I recorded everything. Patricia's face went pale. Her lips started trembling. You recorded? What did you record? Everything, I said. Every word. Every laugh. every insult. Every time you told my son I was stupid. Every time you told him I was dumb. Every time you told him I was nobody. Every time you called me a nurse who wipes people's butts. Every time you said I was nothing. I have it all on my phone. She stared at me. She was frozen. You're lying. You didn't record anything. You're bluffing. You're trying to scare me. You're trying to manipulate me. You're trying to turn my son against me. You're trying to destroy me. You're the bad one. You're the one who's trying to take everything away from me. Want to hear it? I said. I pulled out my phone. I pressed play. Her voice filled the room. Clear. Loud. Cruel. Say, stupid mom. Stupid mom. Say, my mom is so dumb. My mom is so dumb. Your mom is so dumb. She doesn't know how to cook. She doesn't know how to do laundry. She doesn't know how to take care of you. Grandma knows better. Grandma will teach you everything. Your mom is just a nurse. She wipes people's butts all day. She's nobody. She's nothing. She doesn't matter. Patricia grabbed my wrist. Her nails dug into my skin. They drew blood. Delete that, right now. Delete it. I'm begging you. I'll do anything. I'll say anything. I'll be anything. Just delete it. Please. I'm begging you. I pulled my arm away. No. What are you going to do with it? She said. What are you going to do? Are you going to show it to James? Are you going to show it to the police? Are you going to post it online? What are you going to do? I looked at her. This woman who'd been watching my son for 3 years. This woman who'd been poisoning his mind. This woman who'd been teaching him to hate me. This woman who'd been smiling in my face while stabbing me in the back. This woman who'd been pretending to be my family while systematically destroying my relationship with my child. This woman who'd been stealing my son from me, word by word, laugh by laugh, day by day. I'm going to teach you a lesson, I said. You thought you could teach my son to disrespect me? You thought you could turn him against me? You thought you could make him yours? You thought you were untouchable. You thought you were untouchable. You thought you were smarter than me. You thought you were better than me. Now I'm going to show you what happens when you cross a mother. I'm going to show you exactly who you are. I'm going to show everyone who you are. I'm going to make sure you never forget this moment. The next day, I went to work. It was a normal day. I treated patients. I checked vitals. I drew blood. I gave injections. I held hands. I wiped tears. I did everything I always did. But I had a smile on my face that no one could explain. A smile that said I had a secret. A smile that said I was about to change everything. A smile that said I was about to show the world who Patricia really was. My colleague, Sarah, asked me what was wrong. I said, nothing. Everything is fine. Everything is perfect. Everything is going to be perfect. She looked at me strangely. She knew something was up. She knew I was hiding something. She knew I was about to do something big. She just didn't know what. Patricia called me at 5 p.m. She always called me at 5 p.m., right after she picked Leo up from school. Right before I came home. She'd call to tell me how Leo's day was. She'd call to tell me what he ate. She'd call to tell me he was fine. She'd call to tell me he was happy. She'd call to pretend she was a good grandmother. She'd call to pretend she hadn't been caught. She'd call to pretend she was a good person. But today, I was in the hospital cafeteria. My sister Claire was there. She'd come to visit me at work. She was a nurse too. She worked in pediatrics. She was kind. She was gentle. She was the best person I knew. My mother was there. She'd come to drop off lunch. She was retired. She was lonely. She loved her grandchildren. She loved her family. She loved me. My best friend Sarah was there. She worked in the same hospital. She was on a break. The cafeteria was crowded. Nurses, doctors, patients' families, visitors. Everyone was talking. Everyone was eating. Everyone was laughing. It was a happy place. It was a warm place. It was about to become a place where everything changed. My phone started ringing. Patricia's ringtone. I'd changed it the night before. I'd taken the recording. I'd cut it down to the worst part. The part where she said, "Your mom is so dumb. She doesn't know anything. Grandma knows better. Grandma will teach you everything." I'd made that my ringtone. I'd made sure it was loud. I'd made sure it was clear. I'd made sure it was undeniable. And I'd turned the volume all the way up. I'd tested it in my car. I'd tested it in my bedroom. I'd tested it in the bathroom. It was loud enough to wake the dead. It was loud enough to change everything. The hospital cafeteria went silent. Every single person stopped talking. Every single person stopped eating. Every single person turned around. Every single person looked at me. Every single person listened. Patricia's voice filled the room. Loud, clear, cruel, unmistakable. "Your mom is so dumb. She doesn't know anything. Grandma knows better. Grandma will teach you everything." Every single person in the cafeteria heard it. Every single word. Every single laugh. Every single insult. My mother dropped her fork. It clattered against the plate. The sound echoed through the silent room. My sister covered her mouth. Her eyes were wide. Her face was white. My best friend started laughing. She couldn't help it. She was laughing so hard she was crying. The other people in the cafeteria stared at me. Some of them were shocked. Some of them were horrified. Some of them were amused. Some of them were confused. But all of them were listening. All of them knew. I let it ring. I let the whole message play. I let everyone hear exactly what Patricia sounded like. I let everyone hear exactly who she was. Then I answered. My voice was calm, cool, steady. "Hello, Patricia." She was crying. She was screaming. "What did you do?" The whole hospital heard. "Yes, they did," I said. "And now they know what you sound like. Now they know what you really think of me. Now everyone knows who you are. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with everyone knowing. I'm okay with everyone seeing the real you." Patricia was crying so hard I could barely understand her. "You're destroying me. You're destroying my reputation. You're destroying everything. What did I ever do to you? I was just trying to help. I was just trying to teach Leo. I was just trying to be a good grandmother. I was just trying to—" "To me?" I said. "You didn't do anything to me. You did something to my son. You taught him to hate his own mother. You taught him bad words. You taught him to disrespect me. You poisoned his mind for 3 years. 3 years, Patricia. 3 years of you smiling in my face and calling me a good daughter-in-law. 3 years of you pretending to be my friend. 3 years of you pretending to help me. And all the while, you were destroying my son. You were turning him into a weapon against me. You were making him your puppet. I didn't mean. You meant every word. I heard you. I have it on recording. And now everyone knows. The whole hospital knows. And soon everyone will know. Your friends, your church, your bridge group, everyone. I'll send it to everyone. I'll post it everywhere. I'll make sure the whole world knows exactly who you are." "What are you going to do?" she sobbed. "What are you going to do with that recording? Are you going to post it online? Are you going to send it to everyone? Are you going to destroy me?" "Nothing," I said. "I'm not going to do anything with it. You're going to do something." "What?" I paused. I let the silence stretch. I let her cry. I let her suffer. I let her wait. "Starting today," I said, "you're going to teach Leo something different. You're going to teach him that his mom is smart. You're going to teach him that his mom loves him. You're going to teach him that his mom is a good person. You're going to undo everything you did for the past 3 years. Every single day. You're going to build him back up. You're going to fix what you broke. You're going to make him proud of his mother again. You're going to tell him the truth. You're going to tell him that I'm the best mother in the world. You're going to tell him that I'm a hero. You're going to tell him that I'm everything." Patricia was silent. I could hear her breathing. I could hear her crying. I could hear her shaking. And if I ever find out that you said one bad word about me again, I said, I'll post that recording on Facebook. I'll send it to your friends. I'll send it to your church. I'll send it to your bridge group. I'll send it to everyone you know. I'll make sure everyone knows exactly who you are. And I promise you, Patricia, they won't look at you the same way again. They'll never trust you again. They'll never respect you again. You'll be alone. Completely and utterly alone. I can't. You can, I said. Because I know you want to see Leo. I know you love him. I know he's the only thing that makes your life worth living. I know he's the only reason you get up in the morning. And I know you'll do anything to keep him in your life. So do it. Do the work. Change. Be better. Be the grandmother he deserves. Be the grandmother he needs. Be the grandmother I thought you were. She was quiet for a long moment. Then she said, I'll fix it. I'll fix everything. I promise. I'll make it right. I'll make it all right. I'll make sure Leo knows you're the best mother in the world. I'll make sure he knows I was wrong. I'll make sure he knows I was a liar. I'll make sure he knows I was a bad person. I'll do whatever it takes. I swear. I swear on my husband's grave. Good, I said. Because I'm a lot of things, Patricia. But stupid isn't one of them, and I won't let anyone, not even you, teach my son to disrespect me. Not now. Not ever. Not again. I hung up. The next day, I came home from work. Leo ran to the door. He hugged me. He actually hugged me. He held me tight. He didn't let go. He buried his face in my chest. He cried. Mommy, he said. I'm sorry I called you stupid. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was wrong. I was so wrong. You're the smartest mommy in the world. You're the best mommy in the world. I love you. I love you so much. Please don't be mad. Please don't hate me. Please don't leave me. I knelt down and hugged him back. I held him. I rocked him. I kissed his forehead. Thank you, baby. That means so much to me. That means everything to me. I love you. I will always love you. I will never hate you. I will never leave you. You're my son. You're my baby. You're my everything. Patricia was standing in the kitchen. She was pale. She was trembling. She looked at me with eyes full of fear and shame. She couldn't look me in the eye. She couldn't speak. She just stood there, frozen. I smiled at her. A genuine smile. A smile that said I was giving her a second chance. A smile that said I was willing to forgive her. Thank you, Patricia, I said. For teaching him the right thing. For being honest with him. For being the grandmother he deserves. For fixing what you broke. She nodded. She didn't say anything. She just nodded. She couldn't speak. She was too ashamed. She was too broken. I didn't delete the recording. I still have it. I keep it in a folder on my phone. I've never used it again. I've never had to. But every time Patricia calls me now, she's careful. She's polite. She speaks to me with respect. She never says a bad word about me again. She never teaches Leo anything negative. She's a different person. A better person. She's trying to be the grandmother Leo deserves. She knows I'm watching. She knows I'm listening. She knows I'm not someone to mess with. She knows I have the power, and she knows I'm not afraid to use it. Leo is 10 years old now. He's a good kid. He's kind. He's respectful. He loves his mom. He tells me every day. He says, "You're the best mommy in the world." He says, "I'm so lucky to have you." He says, "You're so smart, mommy. You're the smartest person I know." And I know that's the truth. I made Patricia teach him that. I made her undo everything she'd done. I made her fix what she'd broken. I taught her that words matter. I taught her that actions have consequences. I taught her that you don't mess with a mother's child. It took one recording, one ringtone, one moment of public embarrassment. But it changed everything. I learned something that day. I learned that you don't have to yell. You don't have to fight. You don't have to destroy someone. You just have to show them what they've done. You have to show them what they sound like. You have to make them hear themselves. And then, you give them a chance to be better. My mother-in-law didn't deserve my forgiveness, but I gave it to her anyway. Because forgiveness isn't about the other person, it's about you. It's about letting go. It's about moving forward. It's about not carrying the weight of anger and resentment. It's about being free. And I am free. Patricia and I have a different relationship now. It's not perfect, but it's honest. She knows I'm not someone to be crossed, and I know she's capable of change. Last Christmas, Patricia bought me a gift. It was a mug. It said, "World's Smartest Mom." She wrapped it in gold paper with a red bow. She handed it to me with shaking hands. She said, "I'm sorry, Rachel, for everything. I was wrong. I was so wrong. I was a monster. I was a liar. I was a terrible person. And you still forgave me. You still gave me a chance. You still let me be part of your family. I don't deserve you. I don't deserve any of this." I hugged her. I held her. I let her cry. I forgave her. Not because she deserved it, because I deserved peace. Her voice is still my ringtone, but now it's different. Now she calls me to say, "I'm so proud of you." She calls me to say, "Thank you for being a good mother." She calls me to say, "I love you." And I answer every single call, because that's what family does. Family doesn't give up on each other. Family gives second chances. And sometimes, family learns from their mistakes. What would you have done if you found out your MIL was teaching your child to hate you? Would you have confronted her publicly? Would you have exposed her to the world? Or would you have done it privately and given her a second chance? Comment below. And if you made it this far, hit subscribe. Because sometimes the best revenge is showing people exactly who they are.